All right, guys, we're talking about the book written by Professor Tai and translated by Tyler, A Brief History of Mathematics. I assume everybody read the book, right? How do you guys like the book? And Professor Tai specifically, which part is your favorite?
It's hard to say, just like which daughter you like, although but maybe the last two. I just compare with modern arts, and especially the painting, and also tells about its 5 applications, major applications like theoretical physics and computer science, chess, economy, and so the use of the modern mathematics.
All right, I guess it's your turn now, Tyler.
If I could, I would mention 2 sections.
Yep.
I think first, it's important and even impossible not to mention that this book contains a large treatment of the history of Chinese mathematics and ancient Chinese mathematics. It's important that this story exists in the English language, written by a Chinese author. I don't think it's a perspective that has been presented very much. As for my personal favorite, the final section on the 20th century and beyond, I think there's a story about modern mathematics and modern art in it that has not been explored very much, drawing connections between the turn to abstraction that occurs in art and discussing major artists of that period, Kandinsky, Picasso, and others, and relating this to the extraordinary turn towards abstraction that takes place in the 20th century in mathematics. And I think it's a fascinating and interesting connection.
Obviously, you three, you two are math professors and you're PhD students in math. I was talking about how people have that stereotype on math people. Like sometimes we think they're nerds, and obviously you three, you have your own hobbies. You like to rock climbing, and then you play guitar and also piano, and then you have your own hobbies and you write poetries and stuff. Do you think it's time for people to break that stereotype for math people?
Of course it's time. And with such books, this is exactly happening. Of course. We have to break such stereotypes, and so that every normal person feels when meeting a mathematician, it's one of her or his kind. It's not some alien who is completely inside mathematics and cannot even communicate what he or she is doing to the outside world. We need to break these stereotypes, of course.
If I could add another perspective, which I think also connects to the book a bit, I think in the past and through to the present day, the most common approach to the popularization of mathematics has been to emphasize its connections to technology, to science, its utility. And I think this is understandable, and it's important that people see the relationship that mathematics has and has had with the development of technology and science throughout history. But I think it's much more rare that mathematics is placed in the sphere of the arts, where it belongs, I think, just as much as it does in the sphere of science. It is an aesthetic discipline. It's a discipline in pursuit of truth, but also in pursuit of beauty.